Have you guys seen the viral footage coming out of the NATO Summit in Turkey? The mainstream media is absolutely losing its mind over a quick video from the official group photo session. If you look at the clips trending all over the US and Canada, it looks like President Donald Trump and Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni completely ignored each other. While standing right next to each other, the headlines are calling it a brutal snub. But as always, the internet is jumping to conclusions without knowing the background story. Welcome back to Joshu Reaction. I'm breaking down what actually happened on that stage, the real numbers, and the massive hidden fight behind the scenes that the cameras didn't show you. To understand why this moment looked so incredibly awkward, we have to look at the real facts that happened just days before this summit. This wasn't a random accident. Just a few days ago, President Trump dropped a message bombshell on Truth Social. He posted a photo of Meloni looking up at him with the caption, "Restraining order needed." This came right after Trump publicly claimed that Meloni begged him for a photo at the G7 summit in France to help her dropping popularity. Meloni didn't take this lightly. She fired back on Italian television, calling his claims completely fabricated and stating clearly that Italy and I do not beg. This back and forth became so serious that Italy's foreign minister actually cancelled his official trip to Washington. So, when they both arrived in Ankara for the NATO family photo, the tension was already at an all-time high. This wasn't just a random media rumor, the drama was 100% real. Now let's talk about how these official world leaders photos actually work, because this is where the education comes in. When you see 30 or 40 world leaders standing in rows, they don't get to choose where they stand based on who they like. NATO has incredibly strict protocols, rules. Leaders are placed in exact spot based on their official title, how long they have been in power, and a strict alphabetical rotation of their countries. Trump and Meloni, almost nobody in the mainstream media is telling you. This fight isn't just about a couple of photos, it's actually about massive international defense policy. The real tension between the US and Italy right now is over military bases and Iran. The US administration has been putting heavy pressure on European allies regarding security setups, and reports shows that Italy has been very reluctant to let US military bases on their soil be used for direct operations involving Iran. On top of that, Italy is currently spending less than the required 2% of its GDP on defense, which is a major rule of NATO members. Meloni's government has been holding back on increasing their security budget because of upcoming domestic elections. So when Trump walked past her on that stage, he wasn't just thinking about a social media post, he was looking at a NATO ally that isn't meeting the spending targets. This is the real political reality. When you pull back the curtain and look at the real data, you realize that global politics is never as simple as a 5-second internet clip. It's a mix of personal disagreements, strict official protocols, and multi-billion dollars defense policy. To all my smart viewers watching across the US and Canada, what do you think about this? Do you think world leaders should put personal arguments aside during official photos? Or do you think Trump is right to show his frustration with allies who don't hit their spending goals? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep the discussion educational and sharp. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share it. Stay blessed, stick to the facts, and remember, in God we trust. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, talk soon. Bye bye, and God bless America.